past couple of videos, we've been fixing issues with Sparky, our high mileage E36 M3 that have plagued this car for years. In the spirit of that, we are now fixing one of the last things that I've been meaning to fix in this car for a long time, and that would be the lighting. The lighting on this car has been problematic for years, mostly because of my own fault. There are two main issues we're going to be solving today. We're going to be solving the headlight situation in that they're pointed absolutely terribly with some new goodies that we have. And we're going to be fixing the taillight situation because half of them don't work. And that's kind of not safe and stuff. So as a reminder, for those of you who may not remember what our issues are, the headlights in this car are depot headlights, glass depot headlights. We installed them when I first bought this car years ago, so 6 years ago now. When I did that, I adjusted the headlights way too high, so they're pointed up at the sky. Somewhere in there, I broke the adjusters trying to fix it. So the headlights are perpetually pointed basically at the tree line. It's even worse when you turn the brights on. While the headlights look nice, they're functionally terrible. Additionally, there's two separate issues. This headlight has stopped working. That is because of a corroded connector, so we're gonna fix that today. And then this one, in the last video of the hood cable, we had to cut the parking light wire because when Steven and I did this last, we hardwired it directly and put a connector in. So the parking light doesn't work on this side, headlight doesn't work on this side. When the headlights did work, they were pointed up way too high. It is a whole mess.
Oh, he could not have picked a hotter day to do this either.
Oh yeah, we are absolutely boiling right now. It's like one of the cooler days this week and it's still like 92. It's bad, but we have to do it because we're going on a trip, which you guys will see in the next video with this car. I'm not going to spoil it yet. To fix our headlight issue, we have these beautiful Bosch, I think they're H7 parabolic style reflector headlights. This is old stock, genuine Bosch Euro glass E36 headlights we're going to be installing in this car today. Those headlights are technically the highest output halogen headlights that was ever available for one of these. Those headlights are what came standard on 96 through 99, or maybe 95 through 99, depending on the market. Higher trim E36s in Europe, except for the UK, because the UK kept the ellipsoid style, which is what's on here now, throughout the entire model run because of headlight adjustments. That's a whole rabbit hole. I won't bore all of you with those specifics. Maybe we'll make a future video and I'll talk about headlights on these cars. That's gonna fix the headlight issue. Now, the other issue, taillights. They work intermittently, they have a mind of their own, and it's very annoying. So, I was able to source a set of genuine BMW clear rear taillights for this car, and we bought brand new bulb sockets. And we have a bunch of new bulbs as well for these. So we're gonna fix our taillight issues once and for all. And then just to top it all off, to change all of the lighting in this car and make it genuine BMW OEM, we have genuine BMW turn signals, corner lights, and side markers. This car is getting the special treatment today. By the end of this video, the lighting on this car is going to be brand new, mostly new, fresh, genuine BMW lighting. Now, not only are we replacing the headlights with new old stock Bosch units, we are also fixing some scuffed wiring that we did on this car 6 years ago when I was a noob and Steven helped me with it and he was also a noob. So Steven, explain to us what it is we're doing right now.
So today we're fixing up some of our old splicing that we did on the park lights that go to the headlights. Essentially we modified the wiring and took some power from the turn signals into the headlight itself.
Yep.
And I did a really scuffed job splicing those wires back then because of the limited knowledge and tools that I had. But now we will be splicing wires the right way with mechanical splices. We'll also be setting Sonny's car up with some very nice Deutsch connectors, so that way he only needs one connection point for his headlights and turn signals, and he'll be able to unplug and plug them in very easily.
The US parking lights are in the turn signal, not in the headlight like they're in the Euro units. I kept both, so we just tapped into the wire. We did it in kind of a scuffed way. So now we're essentially unscuffing it and doing it the correct way and upgrading with this connector like Steven just said. So, unfortunately, you can't get these anymore, which sucks. All the proprietary connectors in these cars, they are just completely stopped supporting in any way. Even the straight pins that go into those connectors are also no longer available, which is really annoying because the wiring on these cars is starting to get old, and I suspect this is going to be an issue a lot of you are going to start to encounter if you're owners out there, as these cars start to age, because the wires on these things are brittle, especially those. Now we're going to do the most painful part of this procedure, which is cutting up these connectors that we got from M Sport Parts, which, by the way, if you're doing the Euro headlight conversion, these are affordable alternative to the BMW ones, which either don't exist or are really expensive if they do. So anyway, we're gonna have to cut these, which is so tragic. All right, now she's done.
This is the scariest part for Sonny.
More cutting. Whoa! Or wait a minute, maybe not. Oh no, these are both corroded. Cool.
Yeah, out with the corrosion, in with the uncorroded.
Oh, guys, that is the hardest part of this. Ah yes, the warm, strenuous breeze of hot air on my face.
Don't you just love it?
We did a preliminary pinning of the headlight connector. We weren't sure which one was the high beam, which one was the running light, but we got the grounds correct, we know we have the parking light correct. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the headlights on and see if the correct lights turn on. If the brights turn on with the headlights, then we have it reversed, and we'll just fix it.
Is that regular headlight? It would be the inside one, so your high beam turned on.
I can flash the headlights.
You are flashing the headlights. So we did unfortunately have them swapped, but it's a very easy fix.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. We're just gonna flip the white wire and the green wire. One was high beam, one was low beam, but after the test we saw that they were flipped. So we're gonna go in here, and there's a little tab that you have to let retention off of, and then it'll allow you to pull the wire out. Just like that. We're gonna do it for the other one. Let's go on the one below. Goes in right there.
You can hear him lock in too.
Yeah, you could hear him lock in. And to finish it off, we're gonna put our connector seal on, and we're gonna lock everything in with our wedge lock.
Okay,
Perfect.
one completed connector. Now just look into there. We'll try it again.
Perfect. Flash the high beam. Yep. Beautiful.
These are old and crusty. We have brand new ones from BMW. A few days has passed since that last section of the video was shot. We had tons of rain. I couldn't really work on the car. In this few days, I gotta tell all of you, those headlights might be one of the, I can't see the, because I know the favorite mod, but that might be one of my favorite mods I've ever done to Sparky. Not only can I actually see at night, which is a gigantic functionality improvement, but they look so good. They're lighter, produce more light output, and are just generally a cleaner design. Like, it was a unilateral improvement over the other aftermarket ones we had. Now, I said we had other lighting in store for this car. These are a set of clear taillights. Now, you might be asking, hey Sonny, don't you already have a set of clear taillights on Sparky? Well, Clash, let me tell you why these are different. And it really boils down to one thing. These are BMW, and those aren't. This episode of What's Next on our high mileage hero here is a big exercise to the, I guess I'll say a testament more so, of how particular I am about certain things, possibly even to a fault. I'll let you all decide that. We have been having taillight issues with the current taillights, which is not actually a result of these. It is because of these guys. These are the bulb sockets where the bulbs sit in and they screw into the taillights. These go bad over time, and then the bulbs, or so the bulb sockets don't make proper contact with the circuit board here, and then you just get not functional taillights. Now these I did not buy new. I would not recommend buying them new because they are the, say, low price of $1,000 for a pair. Which brings us to today's sponsor, Turner Motorsport and ECS Tuning. If you don't want to spend $1,000 on a set of genuine BMW taillights for your car, because honestly, who would? You can spend much less and get what I have on here now, which is a comparable aftermarket taillight, which functions the same, looks 90% of the same, and is considerably less money. Turner Motorsport, ECS Tuning also have all of your genuine OEM and other aftermarket parts you might need. With their lifetime guarantee, you can be assured that what you're buying is of high quality. Now, let's go ahead and get these taillights cleaned up, bulb sockets installed, and fingers crossed that our brake lights work. Since these were an old set of used taillights, they were pretty marred up, scratched up from years of wear. So we took the liberty of polishing them and ceramic coating them to make them nicer. Still waiting for the ceramic coating to cure on our new taillights. It's good every once in a while to inspect these pockets anyway. I would actually recommend most E36 owners pull your taillights out probably at least every other year, or maybe once every 3 or 4 years, just to kind of see how this pocket's doing. There's one tiny rust spot right here. That was there last time I pulled these taillights out, and it has not gotten worse in, I would say, 2 or 3 years. So what we did last time is we just sprayed some cavity wax on this pocket, on the back side and on this side, and made sure to cover that. So that's what I'm gonna do again, because I don't really have the time to fix this the proper way. I will say these Dupo taillights are only a couple years old, and I'm actually a little dissatisfied with the quality of them. The seal's already kind of coming off on the top, and this one actually had a little bit of water getting in, which is no bueno. I've seen some Dupo taillights that don't have this issue. It's really a quality control thing. I guess one of mine in my set has this issue, so if you're gonna install a set of Dupo taillights, just make extra sure that water doesn't get into your trunk. Guys, I screwed up big time. I bought bulb sockets for a coupe, which are different than a sedan, and I'm going on a trip in about 2 days. Well, actually less than 48 hours. These bulb sockets are cooked, so I'm gonna have to figure out some sort of solution to this problem, because we are gonna be going, I'm not gonna spoil where we're going yet, but we're gonna be going like 1,000, 1,500 miles round trip, and I would like to have working taillights. After days of putting this together, the lighting is finally installed on Sparky. I can't even begin to explain how excited I am about this. I can see so much better at night, and the quality of all the parts we put on was just so much better. Now, all the lighting in this car, other than the Dupo fog lights, are genuine BMW or the suppliers for genuine BMW for the part. In the case of the headlights, that would be Bosch or AL. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like if you liked what you saw, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. How does the lighting look on our high mileage hero here? Stay excited for the next video coming out. We're going on a road trip. We'll get to test out our brand new lighting, and we will see you in the next one.
Feels like I've been doing way too much.